Hi guys, my name is Mehrdad and thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna show you the project that we did, and first I'm gonna take you to see the board with the connections with the speaker, and we're gonna see how we're gonna display my name plus fall 2020 on the 7 segment displays, as well as seeing the keypad and how by pressing the keys on the keypad the onboard LEDs will increment, and the unique tones will come out of the speaker. When we click every key, a different tone is gonna appear. So why don't we start by going to the board? So here we have the board, we have the keypad, we have the speaker. You can see the connection to the GP1 GPIO. And why don't I reset this so that the display would start over. The display is gonna start when I reset right now, and you see Dodd hashemi. We have 2N showing an M, hashemi fall 2020, and at the end it pauses a little bit and then it jumps back to the beginning, Dodd hashemi. And we have the keypad here. You can see that the LEDs are all displaying 0. When I press 1, you can see that it increments 1 by 1. I'm pressing 1 over here. And now I'm gonna press different keys and the sound will change also. I will put the speaker close so you can hear. I'm still pressing 1. Now I'm pressing 2. Now 4. And so on. When I press 0, nothing is gonna happen. Whereas you see star and hashtag are also counting as like incrementing by 14 and 15 on the LED. Okay, so now that we saw everything and how things are working, now why don't we go to the code, and I'm gonna show you the Verilog code and how everything is structured. Okay, so here you can see the code. I'll go all the way to the bottom, to the top. This is the top module. As you see, it's called final project, and it's calling 2 sub modules. First one is keypad with tones, and second one is rotating display. So first we go to the keypad with tones, which is right here. As you see, keypad with tones is also calling 2 sub modules. One is tone generator and one is the keypad module. Keypad module is right here, and essentially what it's doing is it's reading the result of the keypad, and down here you see based on the result, well, basically the result is put into this 16-bit array, and based on the result we're doing different things. So for example, this one is the result that 1 was pressed, so tone C5 is going to be like played on the speaker. That's why we update count low and count high to play tone C5, and we've set the flag to 1 so that the tone would be generated. If I set it to 0, no tone would be generated. That's why you see on 0 right here, the flag is set to 0, and so on for every other thing. We also put their tones, and down here we have the tone generator, which basically, as we saw in the labs before, it generates the tone with the 3 different regions that we have. For rotating display, we're using the same 7-segment display as the labs, but we're using it 6 times, as you see here, for 6 different displays that we have, because we are using all onboard displays for this project, as well as a character switcher submodule. If I go to the character switcher submodule right here, you will see that every 1 second here we will be updating the characters that are showing, but 1 second is designed to be a little bit less than a second so that the flow would be nice. And at the end, if I go at the end, you will see that it repeats a couple of times, and that's why you see that at the end it stops at 2020 for a second. And this is because we want a user to be able to see everything that is displayed very well. And yes, the last thing is just a 7-segment display, which is basically similar to what we had in the lab, except that because we need letter S, H, L, and N, what we did was that we substituted some characters that we don't need in this project with those 4. And basically, anytime that those characters are called, for example, character C is called this time, L is gonna show right here. And so what we had to do for that is we had to only change these wires down here, and that'll do it for us. If we wanted to build a 7-segment decoder that would include all of the characters, what we had to do was to include more of these, and to do that we would need a more than 4-byte D. Right now D that we're getting is just 4 bytes, as you see down here. uh, but if we needed a 7-segment decoder for whatever reason for a project that we were doing, we could just add to these bits, like maybe a 4 by 0, like that would be a 5-bit, and it would include a lot more letters. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching.